Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, this is going to be your general energy reading for your Thursday, September 10th, 2020. Please keep in mind that time is an illusion and energies are fluid. So, just because this is a reading dated for the 10th of September, it does not mean that it absolutely has to resonate for you at that time. Whenever you are guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that's the message for you in that moment. Also, keep in mind that this is a general reading. So, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm getting a much later start than normal, or than I usually would. When I first started doing morning coffee, I wanted it to be something that I could get out first thing in the morning so that everybody could have it and they could go to work and maybe listen to it while they're going to work, maybe listen to it while they're getting ready for work, some blah, 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 something like that. I wanted it to be like your morning coffee. It's like one of the first things you have in the morning, right? Well, now I live in Puerto Rico. And I'm really, really starting to settle into this whole island time situation. And also, for some reason today, I just did not wake up as early as I normally do. Maybe I did. So, because here's the thing. I woke up this morning, but I was just kind of like laying in bed. I woke up, but I didn't open my eyes. One of those things where you just you wake up and you're not really trying to get out of bed, but you're probably not trying to fall asleep again, back asleep either. It was one of those things. So I just kind of laid there for a while, and next thing I knew, it was after 6:30. And normally I'm trying to start morning coffee at 6:30, but that didn't happen today. And so I say all this to say, I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down when it comes to that, and I'm just gonna go with the flow. So, and I know I've said this before, and you guys have been like, whatever, dude. Whenever you get it out there, just get it out there. So, okay. So it's 8 o'clock right now, I think. And normally I have this uploaded and processing by now, but oh well. So that's why it's a little late, later in the day, and it's probably going to be like this every once in a while. Also, there may be some days where I just don't do morning coffee, and it doesn't mean that anything is wrong. It's just that I'm not feeling it, or it's just not the right moment, or something like that. Just keep that in mind. I know I've always been very consistent, or at least I've tried to be very consistent with morning coffee and everything else, but times are changing, and I'm looking to go with the flow now. It is what it is, y'all. Okay. So with all of that said, let me relight my stage here. I hope you guys are having a good week. I am still working on the process of working on the monthly readings. Those are going to be out. If they're not out this weekend, they'll be out next week. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll be able to book more private readings if anyone is interested in a private reading. I do have one person on the list so far. Well, actually two. So I'll be doing that very soon. Yes? All right, kids. So with all of that said, let's get into today's message. What would you guys like to talk about? Let's find out. Here we go. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for the collective at this time. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for our Thursday, September 10th, 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, kids, 5 shuffles. Let's see what we got. 1. For the collective. 2. For our Thursday, September 10th. What is the message for us today, please, Spirit? This is 3. 4. And 5. me shuffling the deck was creating a wind gust, and it was lighting up the sage even more. It was cool. Okay. All right, for today, para el colectivo, el jueves, not jueves, yeah, sí, jueves, sí. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. And honestly, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing with the Page of Wands, I'm hearing re-identifying the self. I mean, I say this all the time about the Page of Wands. The key word on the card here is venture. If you can see, I don't know, can you see that? You see at the very, 555, you see at the very bottom of the card it says venture. To me, that's saying someone is going on a new adventure. Someone is embarking on a brand new journey. We do have the King of Pentacles here. That was the first card that came out. Okay. Disappointment. All right. All right. We have the King of Pentacles. Yes. And then we also have the World, but that came out in reverse. We have the Hermit, and we have the Three of Swords. Let's talk about this first, because then we have three more cards here on the other side. But and I don't think this is a situation where we're talking about two different people. We could be. This is a general reading, but what I'm feeling right now is that all of this is connected, and all of this is surrounding this individual here as the King of Pentacles. You have the World in reverse with the Three of Swords and the Hermit. So I feel like something, I want to say something is coming to an end. There's some sort of heartbreak, or also I want to say some sort of letdown that is being processed right now. There is a process, someone is actually like really going within right now to understand some form of heartbreak. Maybe this person, who I do feel like is represented by the King of Pentacles, so either this is a man or this is someone that is masculinely oriented. Like, take me for example. I'm physically male, but I'm more feminine oriented than masculine. Don't get me wrong, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. So if this is you as a more feminine individual, maybe you are working with your inner masculinity, or this could be someone that is very masculine, whether they're a man or a woman. They're very masculine in nature, and they're working through something, processing something. I really do feel like the mold here as the King of Pentacles is being broken for someone. And I don't want to say that that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Because also the King of Pentacles can represent an individual that knows themselves very well, or at least is very rooted in who they are or who they have come to be. And I feel like that foundation, or that solid energy of being a certain way, blah, 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 whatnot, whatever, I feel like that's changing. Because you have the World here in reverse, right? So there's some sort of process that's coming to an end, or maybe some sort of cycle that's coming to an end. Reversals to me can represent many things, those of which being something is blocked, or something has come to an end, or something is in the process of being worked out. And in this situation, I feel like the World is in the process of working out. There is an ending to a major overarching cycle, maybe even a major way of being, like a lifestyle, a way of identifying yourself is coming to an end. Because then also at the bottom of the deck here, you do have the Page of Wands, and to me, the Page of Wands can represent a midlife crisis, or changing the way that you identify yourself, changing the way that you show up in the world. And quite frankly, lately I've been saying that I do see the Page of Wands as a minor arcana version of the Hermit, right? So someone here is processing a deep sense of heartbreak, because you do have the Three of Swords here. And what I'm getting with the Three of Swords and the Hermit with the World in reverse is that someone is going through their past, The disappointment from the past, because you see at the bottom of the card there, it does say disappointment. Disappointment from the past, some sort of heartbreak, some sort of relationship that didn't work out, or something like that, some sort of situation that didn't work out. It doesn't just have to be a relationship. And are focusing on it and going within and trying to understand. What I really feel here is, for whomever this is for, whether this is for you or someone that you're connected with, I feel like this person is really starting to understand themselves on a different level. There's a very somber and humble energy about this right now. It's almost as if someone is recognizing how rigid they have been, how stubborn they have been, how set in their ways they have been. And not to say being set in your ways is necessarily wrong, but in this situation, it created some sort of negative circumstances. It created heartbreak, Three of Swords, because someone was not willing to budge on who they identified as or what they identified with, and that created turmoil. Not just for you or for themselves, but for other people around them. And it created heartbreak, Three of Swords. Okay? Ultimately, though, I want you guys to understand that this is still a good thing, because you still get to learn from this. And that doesn't mean that you'll never get a second chance. Like, if we're talking about love here, for example, and you were in a relationship with someone, and you were this King of Pentacles, you were either the masculine individual, or you were just someone that was very rooted in themselves, very stubborn, had their own point of view, and wasn't going to budge from that, and kind of required the people around you to fit into that for you to be a part of their life. Well, I think at this point, if that's you or some, and take this as it resonates. This is just an analogy. This doesn't necessarily have to be what you're going through, but of course, if it is, then take it as it resonates. But at this point, someone is starting to recognize their own fault in the situation and is starting to do the introspection work that they need to do in order to make this right or fix this for themselves, so that they can have a better situation in the future. The world in reverse is saying you are bringing something to a close here. You're bringing a major overarching cycle or a major lifestyle or way of being or way of identifying yourself. Page of Wands. You're bringing that to a close. Okay. The overall message here in this reading so far is re-identifying yourself and going in a new direction, taking a new going on a new adventure, or just changing the way you show up in life somehow. And to be honest, I feel like it's going to serve you much better by doing this. Let's go to this other side. We have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Wands. Now, this is good. I like this energy, especially with what we were just talking about here, with the World in reverse, with the Three of Swords and the Hermit. Someone is about to go on a new adventure. Someone is about to take a leap of faith. Someone is choosing to change their destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, me personally, I feel like, wait a second. Oh my God, this is the card on the box. Look at that. I just realized that. I was like, wait, I recognize that image. It's the card on the box. Anyway, sorry guys. When it comes to destiny, I am someone that believes that you create your own destiny. Destiny is not something that you are at the mercy of. Destiny is not even though, yes, and I was actually just saying this in one of the monthly readings, but even though you may sign certain contracts or make certain agreements with individuals or choose to experience certain specific things in your incarnation, you still have the power to create your own destiny because of the fact that we have free will. And what I'm feeling here is someone is actively taking the bull by the reins, the Fool, and taking a leap of faith and choosing to change their destiny. And actually, I also want to say that you're kind of, this person, whether this is you or someone else, you're kind of jumping into the creative chaos. Five of Wands, for me, can either be, well, the card does say rivalry on it, but it can be inner conflict or differing of opinion or maybe ego battles or, just sparring. It could be friendly competition, that kind of thing. But to me, it also can represent the creative chaos. And that's what I'm seeing here. And there's a bit of apprehension that I'm getting with this Five of Wands energy. It's like, oh God, do I really want to do this? But at the same time, with the processing that's happening on this side, with with the world in the reverse and the Hermit, it's almost as if as you continue to deal with this heartbreak, it's like you have really no choice. You have no choice but to move forward in a new way or in this certain way. Sure, you may be apprehensive at the moment just because with all of this creative chaos around you, you have no idea how this is going to turn out. But at the same time, I still feel this energy of wanting to move forward in this way. Sure, being a little apprehensive or a little bit scared about it, not knowing what's going to happen, but at the same time, moving in this direction still feels good for you or this person. That's good, you guys. That's really good. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to get into our clarification. Whew, right. Okay. I'm just, sorry, don't mind me. We're going to get into some clarification. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 'itchy eye, itchy eye, itchy eye. Okay. 4, and 5. Oh, try that again. 5. All right. What I want to start with is the King of Pentacles. So let's start here by defining that. Tell us a little bit about the King of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Wow. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. Oh. Oh, man. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the World again. All right. 3 of Wands. 2 of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, and the 2 of Pentacles. I think what's happening here is that either love or a relationship, whether this be a past relationship or a new one, I kind of feel like for the most part this is a new one, if this resonates for you in this way. But I feel like either love or a relationship with someone has kind of cracked this person open. This King of Pentacles has cracked their heart open. And it's bringing them greater balance into their lives, the 2 of Pentacles. Greater balance, greater harmony, even greater happiness. And it's interesting, you guys, because we had been talking, before I took a break from morning coffee for a few days, we had been talking about this for like 2 weeks now, and I feel this coming back. It's this relationship in which someone has either met someone new or has gained some sort of different perspective from another individual. Whether you are interested in this person romantically or not, it doesn't matter. There is some sort of change in perspective that has been procured here, we'll say, that is allowing someone to bring greater balance into their lives. And what I'm feeling here is that, because what I'm seeing in the 2 of Pentacles is that someone is starting to understand how they were unbalanced, or how their relationships were unbalanced, or how their actions or beliefs or way of being kind of created this lack of harmony within their relationships, and thus it came to an end, 3 of Swords. But don't worry, because if it came to an end, that's okay. I feel like there's another relationship on the horizon for someone. And almost with this 3 of Wands and the 2 of Cups here, I feel like it's almost as if they're preparing for it. Yeah, and then the World is at the bottom of the deck there. Okay? Whomever this King of Pentacles is, they are going through a major transformation. A major cycle or a major part of their life, maybe even something that they've thought they would always identify with and it would never change, that's coming to an end. And love is involved. It's because they've fallen in love with someone, or they got a view or a glimpse of what true love really is, and now that's causing them to go within the Hermit and the Three of Swords. It's causing them to go within to understand things differently. And quite frankly, even before I even say this now, I'm kind of getting like that beautiful feeling in my heart where it's like, oh my God, yes, that's awesome. But it's like, oh shit, now I lost what I was going to say. Damn it. Oh God, I feel like some real, true love is coming to somebody. And I just heard Spirit just said they're preparing for it. They're preparing for it. All right, so let's look at the Three of Swords, the Hermit, and the World in reverse. Let's look at that. You may have even already found this true love. That's very good. So the first card that flipped over here is the Magician. At the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the deck you have Death, y'all. And then you also have the Eight of Cups. So someone really is truly walking away from something that no longer serves them, is putting an end to an old cycle or an old way of being, and is quite consciously manifesting something new for themselves. Through the eyes or through the lenses of what they've learned in the past and what major cycle they are putting to a rest for themselves. It's like someone is, I'm going to say it this way. It's as if someone is like finally like really growing up and is taking responsibility and is choosing to do this of their own volition or on their own accord, or whatever. Like it's time to get serious now. So maybe this does involve love. Maybe someone really has like truly met someone that they feel is the love of their life, or at least is inspiring them to grow up in this way, or take some sort of responsibility in this way. When I look at this, you guys, it looks like, or it feels like someone is willingly doing this. And it could very well be that they have seen an example of what it really could be when they step into this energy. And so now, and regardless as to whether or not you actually have found someone that you are truly in love with, or you like is really the love of your life or something like that, you could just be inspired by what you have seen others accomplish or what you have seen others experience. But I do feel like love has inspired this right here, right now. And the only thing that really talks about love that we have so far is the Two of Cups. But that is a very strong energy right now. Not gonna lie, okay? So let's look at the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Wands. Please, Spirit, what can you tell us about that? Oh, Lord. Well, yeah, we're talking about love here, you guys. Okay, so the Seven of Cups came out while I was trying to move the deck, and I didn't take it, but now it's here. Seven of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And keep in mind, we're clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and the Five of Wands. Right? Okay, so what we have, Strength, Ten of Cups, King of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Empress. So here we go. We're talking about love here. Potentially. We also could be talking about whatever it is that you find to be emotionally fulfilling for yourself. This also could talk about family and the community. And especially with this Five of Wands here, you could be going up against some sort of family or community circumstance, situation. You could be dealing with the opinions of others around you. But quite frankly, I feel like someone here is starting to get an understanding of just how do I want to say this? With this energy of taking a leap of faith and consciously choosing to change yours or their destiny, the Wheel, Fortune, and the Fool, someone is taking a very objective point of view here. This person is really having the strength to see what it is that they truly want very clearly, King of Swords to the Ten of Cups, and to let go, release, Four of Pentacles, let go of what it is they've been holding on to for so damn long. And quite frankly, I really feel like this is a way of being, a lifestyle choice, a way of identifying oneself. Page of Wands. And they're using, and then they're connecting with the abundance of the universe, the Empress. But also, this Empress is, to me, this Empress represents some sort of feminine energy, the divine feminine, someone that embodies the divine feminine. I'm feeling that this Empress, is the influence that I was picking up on the Two of Cups. Okay? This Empress has shown this King of Pentacles something very, very new, very, very different, something that they didn't quite understand in the beginning, but now as time has gone on, they're starting to see this more clearly. And they're maybe even starting to see the Queen of Pentacles in this Empress. And I say the Queen of Pentacles because that would be the counterpart to this King of Pentacles. That would be the wife to this husband. And thus, now someone is having the strength to go through the re-identification process and cut through all the bullshit, Seven of Cups, in order to reach some sort of sense of greater satisfaction. And there you go. There's the World again with justice now. That's really beautiful, you guys. You do have the Eight of Pentacles now. At the very bottom of the last card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's work that's happening here. Regardless if you can see it on the surface or not, there's work that's happening here. I just feel like this person is very, very serious. So this is either you or this is someone else. And keep in mind, you guys, that this doesn't absolutely have to do with love in the conventional sense. It absolutely is love, because love is what creates everything. Love is everything. Everything is a product of love. And you choosing to go in a new direction, to change yourself, to change the way that you identify, to change the way that you show up in the world, that is an act of love in and of itself, because you are choosing to appreciate yourself more, maybe even be more of who you truly are, or be a better version of yourself. That is an act of love. This could be anything. Anything could have triggered this for you or this person. But ultimately, love is the underlying current or the underlying energy of this that's driving this situation, okay? All right, kids, I like this. Let's see. Let's get to our Oracle guidance, and I want to go with the Lightworker Oracle today. Oh, but first I got to start a new file, so hold on a second. Well, hello there. All right, let's do this. Come on, you. Open says me. Thank you. Alrighty. Closing Oracle guidance for today's reading here. 5 shuffles. All right, 1. Woo! Well, actually, the card has already come out. But we're going to get 2 today. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. Alrighty, kids. oracle guidance for today. There. Ooh. Okay. They're saying to take all of this. So I think I'm going to read all of this, but I think I'm only going to read the smaller parts of it just to save time. At the bottom of the deck, you have Fifth Ray of Intellectual Knowledge, card number 42. And this is definitely invoking the feelings for me of somebody is really awakening, someone is becoming enlightened, someone is starting to shine more, someone is changing. Because you see in this card, that woman in the center of the card is illuminated and all the other people are like zombies, right? Well, it's literally like someone is waking up. And this is very similar to what we were talking about yesterday in Morning Coffee, because yesterday the title was Welcome to the Club. Like someone is activated, someone is waking up, someone is joining the light worker team, blah, 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 if you want to call it that. I mean, look at that, right? Okay. So the first card that came out is card number 14, Soul Child. And then you also have card number 12, Eternal Now. Card number 19, An Invitation to Connect. And card number 36, Reassurance of the Golden Light. Okay. So let's make this easy on ourselves, and we'll go in chronological order. So I'm going to start with card number 12. Eternal Now. Within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do so. You are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tension within your mind and body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. Bird ass. Okay. All right, next we have card number 14, Soul Child. Rebirth is upon you, beautiful child of the universe. You have prepared for new life, and it is starting right now. The divine moment of a rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work, and physical transformation, has arrived. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It is a new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore the increase of light, to explore the increase of your light, power, and love. Mm-hmm. Next, we have card number 19, Invitation to Connect. Love exists throughout our universe. Many loving beings that do not belong to the human race exist in worlds beyond the earthly realm. Among these are those who are aware of the spiritual plight of humanity and are willing to and able to help us move forward. Unlike those who close their minds because they fear the unknown, you have an open mind and an open, receptive heart. Beings from other worlds recognize you as a receptive channel for their unconditionally loving assistance in this world. You will both benefit from this individually and help the planet. So you are being offered an invitation to connect. Very nice. And then finally, we have card number 36, Reassurance of the Golden Light. The golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe, an expression of divine comfort, and a sign of hope. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, is going to work out perfectly. They are held in the graceful hand of the divine and will be restored more swiftly and beautifully than you might expect. My cards are sticking to me. Okay. Well, all right. Let me read card number 42, the card that's at the bottom of the deck here. Fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. The fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information that you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the fifth ray. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, kids. So there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next cup of coffee tomorrow morning. Yep. Take care. Mwah. Bye.